Hey ho, first and non-first, welcome to this mythical video. Today we have a special topic, a topic which is widespread in the Roblox furry community, Anthropolious, aka the petting room, made by Tamer of Stars. I already did a video about a secret in this game, but this video and secret was just surface scratching. Behind this little vibe game lies so much hidden information, so much hidden lore. So my dear viewers, get your plushie and or your food.
Only a spoonful.
And make yourself ready for a ride into the secrets of petting room. But first, the basic knowledge of the game. The maker, like we already mentioned, is Tamer of Stars, formerly known as Attack 45 Dummy, but everyone calls him Cold because of his display name. Cold has some games beside Petting Room, like Poopo, Upside Down Simulator, Cold's Reserve, Our Home, and Base. He possesses some groups, one Anthropolious group and Mescuba, aka the group which sounds like Manco if you delete the A from Mescuba. These two groups are in our main focus. Why? Well, if you look in one of these groups, like Anthropolious, you will see that in affiliations, Mescuba is an ally. On the other hand, or paw, if we look on the Mescuba group side for affiliations, you see that the ally is Anthropolious. Well, if we look into the enemy section, we see that Mescuba has some kind of trouble with a group named Kenovia. Why they have the trouble? It's some kind of rivalry. If we look in the description of Mescuba, we see this. We are Mescuba, a weapon and robotics tech company who also acts as a self-established law enforcement for TPR, a PMC. It is our job to keep all civilians safe and inside the walls at all time. Trust in Mescuba. PMC. PMC stands for Private Military Company. Has a private army which has its claws around TPR. Now if we look at Kenovia, we find out it's founded by Bura Bunny. If you look at its description, it says Kenovia is a cutting-edge technology company that specializes in developing innovative software solutions to help business streamline their operations, improve productivity, and enhance customer engagement. Of course, that's just on the surface. Most of Kenovia's operations consist of weapon manufacturing, private military contracts, and classified operations, securing the future fighting for tomorrow. It looks like Mescuba and Kenovia has some kind of rivalry. Both are private armies, both invest in guns and technology. And this rivalry goes beyond physical understanding. A group of secret hunters and I began investigating all this after taking notice that not everything is flawless as it seems. If you look into my older video about this secret, we stumble on things we normally can't comprehend. A vending machine teleports us into an ice cave, which holds an entity, and if you say obscuration in front of it, which means like preventing something to be heard or seen, it becomes active and begins to open riddles for us. It gives us some sentences which are quite interesting, like embrace the darkness, or the spirit watches in the distance. Spirits are harmless, demons are mischievous. Here lies the artifact. Its behaviors are unknown, but resides with the dark. And the last one, which kind of freaks me out. The darkness shelters more than just you. Well, when we look around, we are currently in a dark room. So it says that we are not alone in there. Well, at least we know who you are now. Well, back to my old video. And if we continue our path into the unknown, exiting the walls into a pig-littered till we arrive to the old house and go into the bunker. We see a thumb driver, and this is on it. You are 3 hours early. Why are you contacting me? They cut our prep time short without notice. Dome breaches in half an hour. Archon wants whatever's in that house real bad. Figures. But remember, only a big enough breach to force them to migrate. It shouldn't spread into the city or into my bunker. A dome? And what kind of breach? Well, dome is very easy to explain. A dome is a architectural element similar to the hollow upper half of a sphere. There's a significant overlap with the term cupola, which may also refer to a dome or a structure on top of a dome. You can say it is or was a safety area. The former land, the former territory was sealed and safe till the dome breached by some kind of technology, which caused a heavy blizzard too. The people of the padding room were forced to migrate to a new dome, which we know as Anthropolious, this city. But why all that? What is in the house? Who is Archon? And what needed to be breached? They couldn't just go through it. There was a barrier which held them back. If you're curious about it, maybe a traitor of Mescovar and the employee of Kunovia speak to each other. Why I think of that? Look at the colors of the text. Yellow for Mescovar, red for Kunovia. We talk about that later. Back to the searching of the house. If we take a closer look in the house and all around it, there's nothing much to really give a glance on. But one thing is pointing out. Well, it's not that obvious, but it makes sense. I may know what they want, not some type of documentary. No, they want the vending machine. Wait, a vending machine? Doing all that for a vending machine? Building a wall for a smart grid so many people just need to leave for a vending machine? Oh, yes. It leads to the same room we were before. The room with the entity, where you can speak to it. It listens. That's their goal. And maybe because the vending machine is a entrance into the second dome without the need to breach it. These machines, these vending machines, are connected. But from where does these machines come from? Who made these? If you want to build a whole private army and a business about guns and tech, need money, cash, moneten, dollars. If we follow the advice of Gold, we create a mine and go mining. Gold may open a mine to get resources, till Gold and the employees found something else than just resources. Till they found something horrifying. 5 characters are now very important. The first character. Our first character is Mr. Holy. He tells us not everything, but many facts about other people who are involved in this lore. Mr. Holy is an entity. He was once thrown by Taunts, our second character, into the pit. He survived somehow and came back as the entity he is. Since then, he really likes the magic rocks, aka the crystals. Taunts is, when we look at her character, a shark, which awfully looks like workers. The last, Cold. According to Mr. Holy, Cold is a god, not an entity, a god. If we be real here, there's a high % chance that Cold built this gate. When we look at the terminal, we see that we need 8 keys and 1 number pad to open this gate. And according to Holy, only 3 people know this code. Buer, the CEO of Kunovia, Taunts, and Cold. Well, they were 3 people who knew the code. 1 died. Who? Buer. There's a video of it on YouTube. Here's a tiny clip of it. The rest of the video you can see in my description. We can say Burr didn't survive that one and his companion too. Or they will come out like the Holy did. But there's one single question. How did they find the keys? How did they obtain them? I have a little theory. I mean, they could have just used the vending machine to travel to the next dome to get the keys, but maybe they didn't need to because Tons maybe gave them the keys. I mean, she already threw Mr. Holy down a pit while doing cultist stuff. I think this girl will do everything for her benefits. We don't know if she's working with the entity or against it, or if she only works with Cornovia, but why then sending the boss, the CEO of Cornovia, into his death? We don't know. But I think Tons is the traitor, and Tons spoke with this Cornovia agent in the comms we see right here. I don't have proof, but it could be right. Let's go! Code is the CEO of Moscow, which has its claws on Anthropolious. Moscow is in a fight with Cornovia. While that, Code built a mine. In the mine he found crystals, which has a power source used for a vending machine. This vending machine teleports people to an ice cave where you can interact with an entity. Code digs deeper with his mining crew till he found the pit or the void. Code becomes a god by accident or any other circumstances. Normal day, Tons becomes an entity by accident or circumstances too. Normal day, Mr. Holy becomes an entity because of Tons, who executed a cult-like ritual while throwing him down the pit. Not that daily, Cult builds a gate with a keypad and 8 keyholes. Cult uses a magical dome to defend the place from any threat. The first dome breached. They migrated to the second one, the current one. Cornovia's special team breaches the gate and vanishes. Maybe Tons could be the traitor. And that was the lore video. I hope you all kinda understood it. Thanks to ASOOP3, the group with all these secret agents. They really helped. And yeah, that was the video. Thank you for watching. Very interesting video. Thankfully the second dome will never breach cause it's too strong. What the f